This is the comic where Invincible meets the Avengers. The story kicks off with Spider-Man locked in a battle against Doctor Octopus. As he fights, he mocks Doc Ock, calling him old and saying he's not as spry as he used to be. But the joke backfires almost immediately. Doctor Octopus swipes at him with his mechanical arms, landing a hit. Spidey groans, regretting his words, and admits that maybe Doc still has some fight left in him after all. But then, something unexpected happens. A portal suddenly opens up behind them. Spider-Man keeps up the fight, webbing Doctor Octopus right in the face and sarcastically saying he'll have to remember that trick for later. He then cuts in, trying to gain an advantage. But despite the darkness, Doc Ock holds his own, fighting back fiercely. Spider-Man acknowledges it, telling him that he's actually doing pretty well, not bad at all. In fact, if it weren't for Spidey's trusty spider sense, Doc Ock might have even landed a solid hit. But Spidey does have his spider sense, and that means Doc Ock isn't landing anything, or so he thinks. In the next instant, one of Doc Ock's mechanical arms crashes through the wall, causing debris to rain down. Spider-Man finds himself pinned under the rubble, momentarily trapped. With a smug grin, Spider-Man taunts him, saying that was pure luck, no skill involved. Then, Doctor Octopus goes for the kill. Grabbing Spider-Man by the neck, he slams him against the wall. But even in this dire situation, Spidey remains unfazed, still cracking jokes. He tells Doc Ock that he was really hoping to be impressed, but so far, it's just been underwhelming. This only infuriates Doc Ock further. He admits that even if he and Spider-Man had no history, he would still want to kill him, just to finally shut him up. The webbing that covered his ears isn't enough to silence him, and it's already driving him crazy. But before he can finish his threat, Spidey interrupts, warning him to turn around. Doctor Octopus scoffs, thinking Spider-Man is just trying to distract him. But he's wrong. Because stepping out of the portal is Invincible. Without hesitation, Invincible charges straight at Doctor Octopus, knocking him away and freeing Spider-Man from his grasp. As Spider-Man swings to safety, he mutters, "Perfect timing." But he's still confused. Who is this guy? And more importantly, how can he fly? As he tries to figure it out, he starts listing possibilities. Maybe it's Nova? The Sentry? Thor? But he didn't look like Iron Man. Before he can think too much, Invincible lands nearby, asking if he's okay. He quickly explains that he's not from this dimension, that he was in the middle of fighting someone when things got messy. He apologizes, hoping he didn't hurt Spider-Man in the process. Spidey, still in full sarcasm mode, brushes it off. But he also takes a closer look at Invincible's suit and jokes, "Did you change your costume again? I like the blue, but the whole open-haired thing, that's very Gambit." Invincible, a little confused, starts to explain himself. But Spider-Man cuts him off, realizing something. "Wait, you're not Nova, are you?" He then looks back at Doctor Octopus, who's still recovering from that hit, and shrugs. Doesn't matter. He was trying to kill me just now, but he's still breathing. So I'll count that as a win. But before they can talk any further, Doc Ock suddenly emerges from the rubble, furious. He launches a surprise attack, slamming both Invincible and Spider-Man through a wall. He mocks them, repeating Invincible's earlier question. Is he dangerous? Then he scoffs. Who is this fool? Spider-Man, still a little dizzy from the hit, admits, I don't know. I don't recognize him at all. But Invincible doesn't waste any time. He grabs one of Doc Ock's mechanical arms and hurls him straight through another wall. Spidey, now more concerned, asks, wait, where did he go? Invincible, not worried at all, shrugs. That should take care of him. He won't be trying to kill anyone for at least a couple of days. Just then, sirens wail in the distance. The police arrive, declaring that both heroes are under arrest. Spidey sighs, turning to Invincible. You want to get out of here before they start shooting? Invincible doesn't hesitate. I would love to. He grabs Spider-Man and flies off. Spidey, not thrilled about being carried, grumbles, you didn't have to armpit me, stranger. I've got my own way of getting around. Invincible apologizes, setting him down. But Spider-Man is still annoyed. By the way, what did you do to Doctor Octopus? You can't just hit him that hard, you might have killed him. And if you didn't, that means he's still out there somewhere. Invincible, confused, replies, I thought you said he had powers. He tries to explain that he only hit one of Doc Ock's arms, figuring it would take most of the impact. Spidey groans. I said not to worry about hurting him because he's a bad guy, not that you could kill him. He shakes his head, then looks at Invincible again. Who are you? And, why are you crying? That's when Invincible opens up. He explains that he's from another dimension and that he's been thrown into this one by an enemy named Angstrom Levy, someone who has the power to travel across dimensions. Angstrom attacked his home, targeted his mother, and has been trying to wear him down by constantly sending him into different worlds. Invincible is worried that when Angstrom realizes he can't kill him, he'll go after his mom again. Spider-Man listens intently. Then, after a pause, he says, All right then. While you're here, stick with me. I know what it's like to lose family and have them threatened because of what you do. And I definitely know what it's like to deal with all this at your age. Invincible looks at him, surprised by the kindness. Thanks. I really appreciate that. Then, after a moment, something clicks. Wait, you actually believe me? Spider-Man smirks. You asked Doc Ock if he was okay after tackling him. In my experience, bad guys don't do that. And the good guys, they don't usually lie. So yeah. I believe you. The name's Spider-Man, by the way. Good to meet you. Invincible smiles. Good to meet you too. Wait. Spider-Man? Really? That's your actual name? Isn't that kind of lame? Spider-Man raises an eyebrow. And what's your name, tough guy? Invincible. Spider-Man bursts out laughing. Alright, and that's somehow better. What should my name be? Webby? Would that be cooler? Invincible, now a little embarrassed, apologizes. I didn't mean to offend you. It's just, you have spider powers, so you named yourself Spider-Man? It just seems a little lazy. Spidey waves him off. Never really thought about it. Spider-Man sounds fine to me. Catchy, even. Not as catchy as Invincible. Spider-Man rolls his eyes but then sighs. Anyway, since you're stuck here, wanna help me track down Doctor Octopus? He could be anywhere by now. Invincible nods. Yeah, I'm in. Spidey shoots out a web. Let's check Avengers Tower. Maybe they spotted him. Avengers Tower? You'll see. Follow me. And with that, Spider-Man swings off, leading the way, while Invincible follows, ready for whatever comes next. The Avengers Tower looms in the distance as Invincible, still taking everything in, asks Spider-Man, so, are you on the team? Spidey, caught off guard, snaps back, what do you mean by that? Before Invincible can explain, Aunt May steps into the room, her eyes lighting up at the sight of Peter. Peter! You're back. And you brought a friend home. She eyes Invincible and immediately requests, Peter, take that creepy mask off. It bothers me very much. Feeling slightly cornered, Peter interjects, oh, Aunt May, please, not in front of the guest. Seeing no harm, Invincible removes his mask, revealing his face. Relax, I'm from another dimension. Hopefully, I won't be here long enough to tell anyone your secret. I'll go first, Mark Grayson. Peter acknowledges, yeah, I'm Peter, or Pete, whichever works. Spidey then removes his own mask and offers his hand. Peter Parker. Nice to meet you. Mark grins. Likewise. Aunt May, observing Mark's costume, gives a nod of approval. Not creepy at all, unlike yours, Peter. Peter, feeling offended, replies, hey. The Spider-Man suit is designed to instill fear in evildoers, or wrestlers. I forget. Just then, Mary Jane walks in. Peter, are we still on for tonight? Peter, slightly distracted, responds, huh. MJ reminds him, movie night, remember? I picked up some good ones from Blockbuster online. But with our unexpected house guest, I have a feeling you're about to cancel. Peter sighs, yeah, I'm kind of in the middle of something. Sorry, MJ. MJ just shrugs. Figures. She leaves the room. Invincible turns to Peter, amused. Dude, you live with the Avengers? I'm totally impressed. Even that nice old lady and the super hot redhead, what are their powers? Peter laughs. Actually, that was my aunt and my wife. They just live here. Mark blinks in surprise. Wife? Wow, man, I'm impressed. You hit the jackpot. Peter smirks. Yeah, no kidding. Actually, that's what she said. He pauses, then raises a brow. Wait, you're not surprised? Most people are. Mark shrugs. Why would I be? You're athletic, you've got a good sense of humor, it's not like you're some scrawny nerd with glasses. Spider-Man, genuinely pleased, responds, you know, I think you might be my new favorite superhero. Invulnerable. Mark corrects him, it's invincible. Right, right. Spidey nods. So, if those weren't the Avengers, then who are they? You can't have all this space to yourselves. A voice behind Mark interrupts, actually, they're right behind you. Mark turns around and finds himself face to face with Earth's mightiest heroes. Nice. Scanning the group, he starts guessing their names. Okay, judging by Spidey's naming style, let's see. Robot Man, Claw Man, Flag Man, Fabio Man, Batman, Batwoman, and Black Man? Captain America steps forward. Spider-Man, who's the guest? And why was he brought here? Peter mutters, maybe my name does suck. Cap, still serious, presses him for an answer, and Peter straightens up. Yeah, sorry. I was fighting Doc Ock when this guy, Mark, came through some portal and interrupted. He helped me out, but Doc got flung across town. We came back here to see if you guys had picked up anything about him on the sensors, TV, police band, anything. He's from another dimension. Just then, Iron Man picks up something on the police band. Looks like there's some guy with metal spider arms tearing things up at the harbor. Mark smirks. Told you, those are like spider arms. Captain America turns to Spider-Man. If you want our help, we can take the Quinjet. Spidey shakes his head. Nah, this one's for me. My mess, I'll clean it up. You guys wait for the cosmic stuff. Iron Man chuckles. You always say that. But when was the last time we actually did anything cosmic? Can't even remember. The scene shifts to Spider-Man swinging through the city, with Invincible flying beside him. Man, Spidey says, I didn't realize how far we were from the harbor. Maybe we should have taken the Quinjet. Mark tells him, it would only take a minute for me to get there. Peter, still swinging, replies, yeah, okay. Just give me a minute. Count to 3, then catch me. Peter suddenly lets go of his web and starts free-falling. He quickly forms a harness out of his webbing before Mark grabs him. Hold me by the harness. I didn't make it for nothing. Mark grabs the harness, then asks, now, which way to the harbor? Peter points. There. And there's Doc Ock. At the harbor, Doctor Octopus is wreaking havoc, throwing debris and causing chaos. Spidey swings in. Doc, you need to see a doctor. Doc Ock smirks. I knew if I caused enough damage, you'd show up. And you brought a flying friend, perfect. I'll kill him too. Mark doesn't waste time, he tackles Doc Ock mid-sentence and hurls him into the water. Spidey turns to the police. Hey, can we trust you guys not to shoot us while we fight the bad guy? The officers give an assuring nod. We've got your back. As Spider-Man is about to dive into the water, Doc Ock resurfaces, flinging debris at him. Die. Die. Just die already. Spidey fires a web at his face. Less talking, more losing, document. Mark, finally fed up, decides to end it. He smashes Doc Ock's mechanical arms, shattering them completely. Spidey claps. Nice. Think we can take out a few more of my villains before your nemesis opens a portal to send you home? Maybe Electro? Sandman? Mark shakes his head. Probably not. Just then, a portal appears behind him. Look, Mark says. Spidey turns. Well, looks like that's your ride. Mark glares at the portal. He's doing this to weaken me, hoping I take more damage in every dimension he sends me to. But it's not working. Spidey nods. You got discovered, right? The police give a thumbs up. Thanks for the help. Spidey turns to Mark. Good meeting you, Invincible. Good luck with your bad guy. You'll be fine. Mark smiles. Thanks. And hey, your name's kinda catchy. Took me a while, but I like it now. Spidey smirks. Thanks. Mark prepares to rush into the portal. If I build up enough speed, maybe I can take him by surprise. Last time, I just fell through, didn't go great. Wish me luck. Spidey fires a web onto Mark's back. Maybe I should come with you, I could. But before he can finish, the portal snaps shut, cutting the webbing. Spidey sighs. Wow. That closed fast. Cut my line. He swings away from the crime scene. That was stupid. I could have been stranded in another dimension. What was I thinking? I'm going home to watch movies with my hot wife. Good luck, Invincible, wherever you are. This team-up between Spider-Man and Invincible is exactly the kind of crossover fans love, fast-paced action, sharp humor, and two heroes who play off each other effortlessly. The dynamic between Peter and Mark feels fresh, with Spider-Man's quippy, self-aware personality contrasting well against Invincible's more straightforward approach. While the story delivers fun character moments and a solid fight scene, the resolution feels a bit abrupt, with Mark's departure happening so quickly that it misses an opportunity for a more impactful goodbye. The Avengers' brief appearance also feels somewhat underutilized, serving more as a setting than active participants. That said, the dialogue shines, and the chemistry between the leads makes this an enjoyable, if slightly rushed, adventure. If you're a fan of crossovers that blend humor and action, this one's definitely worth checking out. That's the video. Please be sure to like, share and subscribe for more. And you can watch the other videos here.